Just finished building a log hoist, or a little grasshopper. It's our version of like a little grasshopper. We ended up needing to go in and actually build in a deck, so you can kind of see the frame inside of here. We got two by 2 1/4-inch tubing there. It's actually pretty stout for what it's gonna do for us. Came down and just supported the front hitch mount for us. Put a little adjustable. I had that off of another trailer that I was working on, and I thought, oh, that's just going to be a lifesaver. I don't have to pick the hitch of this up, but just a little bit to get it on the four-wheeler and off the four-wheeler if we have a load or we got to drop something or we get stuck or something. So we never know what we're going to do, but I thought that was going to be good. There's a pin on here that'll allow it to just kind of fold down. Pretty standard hitch there. The deck that we built on top of here, we're going to be hauling 16 to 20 foot long material on here. So I figured I could overhang the front just a little bit. Our four-wheeler's going to be here, so we can come actually with this height here, we can actually come 5 feet forward, and we'll be right over the end of the four-wheeler. And then it'll hang off the backside too. 10-foot deck. I got stake pockets or stake bed pockets on here we cut some 2x6s that's going to fit down in here to give us a little side support for when we're rolling on a trail with a load on it, that it's going to stabilize. I just welded some little quick rings on here because the 1.5-inch tubing, if you just try to run a ratchet strap around it, we won't have any place to grab. So I threw those on there, just a couple of them, to secure the main load to the actual top of the deck. This here is just a chain hook. We're going to end up, if we're hauling a log underneath, we're going to need to secure that log from just swaying back and forth. So that's what this is designed for. I got one on this side, one on the other side over here, and that's going to allow for I can wrap a chain around the log and it'll just keep it tight, or any other load that I suspend back here. We're also going to haul foundation pavers back here, and they'll actually fit right in between the wheel well here. I got 2 feet in here, and just a little, a pulley. It's got pressure on it, so that's why it kind of looks like it's just pulling back. But I didn't want to have slack in the line where it starts to unspool down there. I just first time winding it up, and so this is what we're going to use as our pick point for just lifting stuff off the ground that we don't want to lift off of ourselves. So that's kind of the build. We're ready to load this on the trailer and take it down to Chitina, down to the property, to see what we're going to do. Pretty happy with how everything's turned out here. Everything, I think it's going to be strong enough, and I'm not going to take it easy on this thing. I'm going to use it like I'm going to try to break it. Like I want to really test my welds. I want to test this thing out. Again, I don't want to hurt myself, so keep that in mind too. So this is just a boat winch that we used on here, self-stopping, 1 gear, so it's nothing too fancy. But I think for the light stuff that we're going to be picking up with this hoist, that it will definitely do the trick for us. And so there it is. That is the log hoist workbench. We're going to actually deck the surface of it too. Well, I got some plywood, so if we need a workstation, sharpening the chainsaws, or just a work platform to work off of, that's what we're going to use. So add it to the tool inventory and we'll go down and put it to work.